Um, is that it? Yeah, that's it. That has to be it. Um, Whenever this clicks on and gets ready, I'm gonna start the reading. But there's something I have to talk about first. I was in meditation, and um okay, well, whatever. I was in a deep meditation. My computer's like bugging out, but I wrote down a lot while in this meditation. There's a lot of information I got from it, and I need this to work. I need you to. Thank you. All right, it's working now. But so this this goes back to someone like in the past. Someone that you had relations to in the past is related to, or had relations, or was in some sort of entanglement with the person doing most of this warfare on you. So I'm just gonna read you what I wrote down. But someone you had relationships in the past had a connection to the person doing this magic on you. He or she is okay with letting their partner sleep with other people so they can drain them of whatever energy they collected. This incubus succubus figure uses other vessels to energy harvest, which is how they get their powers. The reason they go around people and they're a groupie is because they take a bits of everything off what they like off of everyone. They run off of it, saying that they are that, and they want to be at the best at everything for feminine power because the talents that they have are only gained from that magic. So this person's just a vessel. Um, they're gonna lose everything though. The knowledge, the power, the support they had because they only got that power from using magic. This person only knows because they summon entities, they summon energy up to be able to even get this information in the first place. Um, they're not really. This is gonna sound. I'm just gonna read it. Doesn't matter. They aren't real though, is what I was picking up, and they're made or they were genetically modified to end up being this chameleon esque energy, this entity like chameleon esque, where they just take form of whoever and whatever they want, as an experiment to see how much power one vessel could have while harvesting. The funding that they have, the only reason they have all this money is because their parents, their birth parents, who had them, sold them out. This person was most likely born before you, was how I was picking it up, but this person's family sold them out, and they were getting money from their birth parents to their adopted parents to fund this person's like way of living. I also was picking up they were most likely orphaned as a child, and that allowed them to understand how to emotionally manipulate people to a degree. They were able to use that abandonment, that orphaning off as a way to collect people around and trauma bond with them. And the only reason they're scared of you, that's why you were targeted as well, because you share that same type of past. You were either abandoned a lot as a child or orphaned off. There's some trauma that you two would bond with. And they thought, well, hold on, it's not because they thought. This is a whole orchestrated thing that I was picking up on. But take what resonates as well. But they knew your past because their partner that they had that you were with, you might even talk to this person about having a similar partner, or you knew that this person had a similar partner, but there was an energy transfer that happened between that partner and the person doing this magic on you, and they found out about your history through that person, which is why they chose you as a target, because they seen how you had similar pasts. Now it's just an easy way to link up with you. Um, Hold on, I'm getting just a lot of energy right now. I'm trying to like calm my energy down a little bit because this is a lot. I didn't even get to write down all the stuff that I was getting in this, but they knew that you had similar past, and they thought that they could off-brand their karma onto you because you had similar past. They wanted their relationship with the person that you were in a relationship with was an abusive one. They wanted their relationship with your divine counterpart to be abusive so that you would follow in their footsteps, and just be in these offhanded abusive relationships, or just be single and have needing to like mooch off others and etc., that type of energy. But because you weren't the type of person to use your downfalls as an up handle, an upstand, to like keep yourself up, they weren't able. They get out, leave, get the energy away, like go, like scram somewhere. You're not wanted. You're not needed. Thank you. But because they knew that you weren't going to get off of your path of just not abusing people to get yourself up, they knew that you would be stuck in this cycle for a long time. And that would be the cycle that you would be stuck in, of just going down this loophole. Now, what I was also picking up with the situation is when your family member, I was picking up like a cousin, a nephew, a niece, however, maybe even like a sister, but they are part of a cult that this person that's doing magic on you is part of, and they met because the person who's attacking with magic now, their last partner knew them from school, and their last partner also knew your divine masculine from school. So what they three did is they all three had like a vendetta. Like, this family member never liked you because you were seen as the most outstanding one, but treated as the lackful one, because everyone seen that you had like a brighter future. Everyone knew you were the chosen from the family, and that you were going to go down that path. So this family member wanted to have your life. It was two people wanting to destiny swap with you. One person wanted your relationships. It's giving like a family member that even has like shitty ass relationships. But this family member had an entity on them because their mother and or father put that entity on them due to them having a strong church background. I was picking up that this family, like, they have a whole lineage of churches. It's like their uncle and their grandpa or someone has a church, and they're like the priest of it. And they do a lot of demonic rituals. They do a lot of bindings with psalms, and they bound their child with some sort of entity at a young age, to transfer to you. You might have had some sort of family situation where a family member tried to take sexual advantages on you, and that was because they were trying to transfer this entity onto you. If you try to get this individual into any sort of like legal trouble or anything, the reason it did not go through is because of the entity being on the family took matters into their own hands and made sure to outcast you because you were going to end that mission offhand. This entity that's been following you around has rooted from a family member, either adopted or birthed, an entity that they put on their child to give to you because they knew you would not in this lifetime have a child. Due to this cult doing a lot of time manipulation on you and your path, there are certain key points in your life that you had to make important choices on, that you might have even got like hints or nudges towards these decisions being very, very important. And those were the choices that the divine was pushing you to make so that you would be on this right path. It's been a complete battle between your family, these people that you've met, friends even, trying to push you off on this wrong path, to put you down in this, like, I'm seeing just a pit that they wanted you to be put in. But this entity has gone off through everyone, and the person that's doing magic on you, they are the one now that has this entity attached to them because they gave it to this past person that you were in a relationship with. They were going to transfer that to you by having some sort of sexual encounter. For some of you, I'm picking up heavily that you and this person would try to have sexual encounters, but something would just go awry and it would end shortly before the entity was able to be transferred or transferred fully. So you might have experienced a lot of libido increase around this person because they were desperately trying to transfer this entity to you. That's the whole sacral magic. They wanted you just to like spread open basically for this person. Everyone that has been in contact with that person, with this family, anyone that always had this entity, and it's traveled a while. I'm seeing like years of this entity like bouncing from vessel to vessel. Anyone that this entity has touched is cursed with this same misfortune. They wanted this family member to take dominion over your love life and over your security, so they could have like a stable living situation. And this other person wanted your relationships and your money as well, just being very known, having all this fame, having all the money, having a very like easy life. But these people don't deserve it. They're not proving that they're worthy of having that type of responsibility. um there is a definite fate, because the mother of this child um is falling ill, and I was picking up that heavenly, and I was seeing a lot about it. But there is a feminine figure who is falling very ill, and does not have much longer to make it, and they are very aware of it. Um, but once that person passes away, a domino effect is going to happen on all these other people. This family member is going to live through the same experiences that you did, and anyone that has wished ill will on you is going to experience that ill will on them. You have already broken this curse. You just need to keep moving forward. Um, but there is a big energy of just jail, people going to jail, people going homeless, poverty. Someone's going to go into prostitution, I even got, and just a dirty grave for those involved. They knew it was going to be hard, but they chose to do this anyway, which is why they are not worthy of having this position. They chose to go against you in this type of way. They knew that it would have been easier doing it another way, but they chose to do this. This is their fault completely. The mother might try to make amends with you. The mother of this child, the sister, whoever this is. It could be a father as well, but I was just picking up on a feminine energy, so we're just going to say mother for now. If it's a father, take it as it resonates. But they might try to make amends or be like, oh, I'm not jealous of this or I'm not jealous of that, but they're doing that only to try and like play a game with your mental, so that they don't take, so that they're not the one that, because everyone's already fucked, everyone's already damned, but they don't want their child to be hurt by this because they've seen what's happened to you. And it's like, why, like they're worried about this a little bit too late. I got the initials though, SJLDAC, I can't read, RMP, and W. The months I have are September, February, January, October, July, November, December, and August. That's the basic, that's the basis of the information that I was picking up before I did anything. I wrote all that down. I took a spiritual shower, and we're gonna jump into the reading now and see what all this is about. I was in meditation with Anubis at this time. When I was getting this information, there is a lot of Egyptian energies around at this time protecting. I'm even hearing Celtic energies as well. They said don't leave us out. So if you know that you have some Celtic background, or Celtic ancestors, they want you to really pay attention to them at this time and not focus so much on the Egyptian side. But this is the order of the land. Things are being brought back into balance now. This is the order of how things were supposed to be. Again, because we've been talking about it, as the age of Pisces is over, you can't just do whatever you want. You can't just assume everything's going to be one way. This is the age of Aquarius. This is when shit gets thrown out into the wild. This is when everything that's happened behind closed doors comes out. And these people knew that this was their deadline. These people knew that the age of Aquarius was going to come out. You might even have a strong Aquarius placement. I'm hearing Aquarius moon or Aquarius rising for sure. You might be an Aquarius sun, but I'm hearing moon and rising as like a very strong placement. Like most of your energy comes from your moon and rising in the Aquarius placement. You might even have a 12th, 4th, I'm hearing 3rd and 5th house as well in Aquarius. You might want to check up on your chart. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, accuracy. Like, this accuracy card is only in here for confirmation, so I know if I'm on the right track or not. And I'm telling you, like, tenfold, like, this is what's going on. They knew They knew about your chart. It's something about the numerology of your chart as well. You have a lot of repeating numbers in your birthday. I'm hearing just like the numerology of literally your birthday. The moon phase is very Aquarius. I said moon phase is very Aquarius. Again, you could really have a strong Aquarius moon placement. But the moon phase that you were born on as well. Research the moon phase you were born on. And if you don't know the moon phase you were born on, literally just like look up a moon calculator, because you can find all the information. But it's something about that as well that's really put things into balance. This is all happening in autumn. In autumn time, all this corruption is going to happen. It's something about this started off in, and I was even picking this up as well. You might have had a family member that died in July. You might have had 2 family members that died in July. Excuse me. You might have had 2 that died in July. I'm picking up like a mother, maybe a brother, a nephew, an uncle. Just 2 family members that had passed away in July. And it was very weird because they were like days apart, but it was like years after one passed away, another one passed away type energy. I was picking that up heavily. But in autumn time, after those family members passed away in autumn, there was some sort of shift that was supposed to happen to elevate you, and that hasn't happened for the past few years. There's something about this autumn, though, that's really going to shift things into a higher perspective. Again, your birthday might even be in autumn, but it's something about this family member's birthday being in like August or September, like the brink of August. The brink of August, goodness, the brink of autumn. They could have it in August as well, like heavy. But there's something about the first, it sucked. I'm gonna just, fuck it. It's the something about this family member being the firstborn and they're in autumn. Now, it doesn't mean that you're not the firstborn or whatever, but this person who's the mom of the child who's been attacking in part of this whole corruption, their child might have been born in autumn or around the time of like autumn and fall, and they were the firstborn of that family. That's when things are going to happen, because you were supposed to take their position and also these other people's bad karma as well. You were just supposed to be this karma fuel, this karma tank, where you would just take in everyone's karma sponge. Thank you, that's a better word, spirit. Karma sponge, where you just take in everyone else's karma and suffer for the rest of your life, because just that's how they wanted you to be. Just because of their hate of God, their lack of, I'm not protected by the divine. The God doesn't love me, so I'm gonna show God how it is and destroy their. It's the whole bullshit, like the sacrifice of Jesus, religious ass people, just doing dumb shit. It's just awful, man. But they know, and the family. The reason they hate you so much is because they've been experiencing backfires for years. They know. It's like someone's literally like gone to the hospital, like broken bones and shit, because of the karma that was served to them. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So insanity and jinn. Someone could be yeah. Okay. Someone could be Israeli. Someone can definitely be trying to use it's that church cult energy. Someone could really be trying to use the Quran to curse you. But it's something about whatever they've summoned is causing them an intense insanity. And with the jinn, it's an older person. It's an older feminine energy that's like on the brink of losing their brain. Like they're unable to handle something. They're starting to see like the family curse though that they have. It's something about these 2 family members, the way they passed away. This family members are gonna pass away in that same way. If it was due to an illness, they're gonna pass away due to the illness. If it was because of a brain injury where they fell and they got brain injured, they're gonna fall and get brain injury. And they know this because they were the ones that put some sort of curse on them to make you feed into emotion into them. This sister wants to be your mom. This sister wants to like take over how your mom treated you. Maybe you and your mom are very, very close together. and this sister wants to be that with you, but only so they can drain your energy and give it to their son or their daughter. And they know that they're going to have to suffer that same fate. And as well, I'm even getting this as well. If you had a brother, the reason they don't have children is because of this sister. The reason this brother does not have a child is because of this sister. This sister makes every male in the family infantile, so they can't have children. They fuck with their, you know what I mean? It's something about the sperm count. Someone does a lot of like dark shit, a lot of cursing and binding, and like crossings and shit. So if you're wondering why none of the males in your family have children, or why all the males in your family give birth to, I'm hearing, only females and have no males after that, is because of that curse. They don't want that lineage to go on anymore. But this family member now knows that they're going to suffer the same fate that they put on, and they're losing their mind, but they're trying not to show it. I see. They're really trying to cover that up. Because it's something about you purifying your energy. Yeah, you've banished you've purified your energy. You've banished this person from doing anything to you because you have forgiveness. You've decided to forgive. This is not going to happen. And I am picking up on a lot of weird projections right now. If this isn't for you, don't take it. Because I'm hearing someone literally like saying that this isn't for you, then just go away if it's not for you. Like, don't be here projecting your bullshit. We don't care. I really just don't care. Like, leave. We're not taking distractions today. Like, come on. Like, get with the program. If it's not for you, you don't need to exclaim it. Just leave. It's okay. It's cool. But again, this is a fire sign that wants you to live in the light and live in the past because of your light. They're trying to project something onto you, but they can't because of your light. They need you stuck in the past. They need you in a really past emotional state to where they're able to manipulate you. Again, like, you might have met people or had friends in the past that really act like your family members, and it's because of that entity that's been following them around. They keep doing necromancy and summoning up this entity and pushing it on people around you so that you will act out in this same way that they want you to act towards them. They want the energy transfer to go through. There's so many people involved in this, known or unknown. Even if they're unknowing about it, even if they're unwilling to it, they were a part of it because they were feeding off of that energy still. And a lot of people involved in this. There's going to be a lot of people that just have mishaps around you, and it's not even going to make sense of why that person's getting some sort of karma. And it's just simply because they were allowing this entity to embody. It's something about jealousy and envy. It's really just awful. Like, someone wanted you. Again, it's giving like Asmodeus and Beelzebub. It's something about your growth, the love that you receive from people without even trying, the fact that people give and you're supposed to have this abundant life. They're just trying to stop that from getting to you. But now they're bound to whatever they're putting out. It could be an earth sign, a fire, and earth sign. Know this. And Cauldron wants to come out, doing Cauldron magic, trying to summon up something. This could even be like, someone could be, this earth sign could be very, okay, I'm hearing this heavily. This earth sign could be really heavy into like chemical compounds. With Cauldron, I'm getting like experiments in like science and like, not necessarily like, you know, like experimentations. This person could also be like very, very, like, they know a lot about drugs and chemicals. This person could have also worked in like some sort of pharmaceutical, had like some sort of pharmaceutical job or placement in their life as well, where they were like, I don't know, like medical tech or some shit like that, or they worked really close with people. This could even be like a pest exterminator as well. Just someone that works around a lot of chemicals. They know their chemicals, they know their compounds very, very well. And it's something about them knowing about these compounds and how they react to certain types of like animals and energies and bugs and shit. And they're trying to they were trying to find a way to be able to do that to you. We have Mercury thoughts. Yeah, someone's stuck in their thoughts heavily. They're having a lot of they're losing their mind because of your courage in this combat. This person tries to astrally project to you a lot, It's something about a song. They like to project a singular song to you. And this is a song that you don't even like listen to that much or like even. This is just a song that this person is trying to attach to you so that they can attach themselves to you, because they know that you know that they're projecting it to you, and they almost want you to feel that insanity so they can take it off of their mind. They want you to feed into your like they just want you to fill in like their thoughts. They want you to have the same thoughts as they do so that you can ruin, because you're in this building phase. We have the full moon in silver. It's something about this full moon that's coming up that's really going to show someone something. And with silver, I'm even getting like werewolf energy with the silver coming out. And that, you know, you're not someone's trying to transform you, or someone's just, again, like a very chameleon-esque energy. We have air signs out here, so earth, fire, and air sign for sure. But there could be talk about the springtime. Someone's talking about what you were doing in the springtime, because someone had a monitoring spirit on you during the springtime. They're talking about what that entity got and what they were seeing about you. They noticed the changes. This could have been last spring as well. This could have been last year's spring or the year before that. I'm hearing like up to 3 years ago in the springtime, where they seen you about to transform, and they've been trying to stop this for a while. But every time, it's something about the Lion's Gate portal and Mercury retrograde. They want you stuck in a cycle where Mercury retrograde hits, you fall back into an old cycle, Lion Gates open up, you fuck up your Lion's Gate because you're stuck in that past cycle, and then you have to wait the rest of the year up until the 7/7 gate happens and the Mercury retrograde ends and the Lion Gate resets. They want you stuck in that cycle. That's a cycle you might have been stuck in for the past 3 years as well, and that cycle's about to end because of the changes that you've made. And these changes have been really small, but the divine has been lifting you up and saving you from this cycle going on because of you doing that work. It's the work that you haven't been doing for the past 3 years due to holding on to resentment that you've been just now doing and starting to put in implementation as well within, I'm hearing, the last few years. This could be longer than 3 years, but I'm hearing 3 years definite. It's definitely like 3 years is the minimum of time frame that I'm picking up on right now. But you've been doing that work, which is pushing you forward. And though it might seem slow, you're actually making very big leaps and bounds. And your spirit guides really need you to know that you're doing a lot. You're doing you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're on the right track. They're like super proud of you. You are on the right path. But you just need to keep your head down and stay due diligent at this time. Don't try to make any definite choices at this time. Very much talk to your guides about any choice that you're about to make, because there's something about it's something about your energy though. But you have good luck in this. You're gonna be you're very experienced in what you do. Like you have a lot of good luck coming to you. Someone doesn't know how you released this war though. Someone didn't know about how honored you were as well. It's like this person or this family member might have went around and like lied on you first and saying how you weren't anything and how it was going to be really easy to keep you in this energy of the horseman 3 of famine and pestilence, of people thinking that you were some sort of disease or you had some sort of curse. And it wasn't you had a curse on you, it was people literally doing magic on you for years, and you've been shedding off that magic. You're not a curse, you're a blessing, and people are really starting to see that. People know that you're a blessing, because if you were a curse, why would you still be here? Yeah, these endings. The ending had to happen for this rebirth. I'm telling you right now, the endings in your life had to happen for you to step out of that shell. You were living a life you weren't supposed to be living. You were around people that weren't even supposed to be a part of your life this lifetime. It's something about the ordained contract that you have in the book of life that these people never had a space in it. There are time like warlocks that have been doing time magic on you. And like, even if you had like, it's like you did something as a child that you weren't supposed to do, but doing that gave you experience and gave you knowledge on things that are helping you out present day. And it's because of these people doing time magic on you, or you being in like, you know that you're more worthy of X, Y, and Z, and people are doing glamour spells and shit on you to keep you stuck in like cycles with certain people. As well. But there's something about you literally living a facade for the longest time due to a bunch of manipulation and time magic. Again, like the Masons are heavily involved in this as well. I'm even seeing like a family member. I can't make out if it's male or female because they're in a complete like black cloak right now. But they went into. I'm gonna expose the location. I don't give a fuck. But I'm seeing Massachusetts for sure, and I'm seeing them walk into like a Masonic building, and they went in this underground tunnel, and there's something about a book there, and it's like a family lineage of Masons in your family, or like if you were adopted, this family that you were adopted to has a lineage of Masonry in their family, and it's something about your name being in that book, and they didn't like that. Someone lied to like the tip top people about who you were and tried to take you out of that book because you were destined for more. They were like spreading all these lies about you, and it's something about like, again with this time magic, because his family has a lot more knowledge on the occult than they would let you know on. Maybe your family member that even like this family member that doesn't like you, they might have been really into magic since a young age, and you were kept away from it for that exact reason. But these people knew that you were supposed to be in this lineage, even if you weren't supposed to be even if you like don't want to be a Mason. It's something about the Masonic knowledge that was passed down through generation. The family that you were adopted, even if this is like an adoption, the family that you were adopted into, you inherited that knowledge because of the contract signed on the 3D. So you just have this higher level of knowledge due to the contracts that have been written on a 3D, and someone's trying to fuck with that on the spiritual realm because this person knows as above so below. Like if they can mess up a contract in the spirit, then everything on the 3D will crumble as well. And that's what they've been trying to do for so long. That's not working. Like it's all been I'm not here to like scare anyone or like make anyone like go into psychosis, but your life has been a big glamour. Your whole life you have been under a big ass glamour spell, and you're just now starting to wake up, or you've been waking up for a while, and it's like it's really starting to click. Like you have been under just a ginormous, huge ass glamour spell, and it's awful because it's always been you against the world, and now it's no longer that. It's them against the forces of beyond. You're free of this shit. You're gone. And for those that are just now breaking this glamour spell, shit's gonna get easier. The divine is with you. You need to keep moving forward. You have this. It's okay. Cry, let your emotions out, do whatever you need to. Be healthy with it though. But it's really like all the trauma that you went through was done because of magic and manipulation. You weren't supposed to go through any of that. I'm even seeing and hearing as sexual abuse as a child and stuff. That was never supposed to happen to you. That was supposed to make you afraid of God, of the divine. That was supposed to push you down that dark path, but they seen that didn't work, so they kept doing that shit over and over again. Family members doing it, being excluded, being bullied all the time, like really trying to push you down in a box that you didn't belong in. It's the Cinderella story. No one could fit that slipper but you. And they tried everything in the book. They wanted you to be this Medusa creature. They wanted you to outlash on someone and really put someone in their place so that they could be like, oh, look what you did. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's really what's coming through. Like, this history is repeating itself. It always does. But it's something about they didn't want you to know about it. There's some sort of, like, even you being behind as well, maybe. Like, people just knowing more information or seeming to know more information about spiritual things than you. Maybe you didn't know what your horoscope was, like your fucking, like what your birth sign was for the longest time. That was a spell done on you to keep you away from that information. You might have even looked it up before and just completely forgot about it. They wanted you only to focus on like the dark shit and like just not seeing who you truly were. It's a bunch of things. It's like awful. It's awful. Is there anything else from this deck, Spirit? Because this deck's talking today. I love this. Insight, foresight. Okay, good. Yeah, that's it. People know now, and it's like they need to look back. There's like someone's even trying to trace back to see when they messed up, and they are really realizing they messed up when they first decided to do this. It's something about oh my god, because I'm even getting, it's something about this family member when they were asking about you and how to stop you. They were even warned like you shouldn't do this. Like you would, they even told that you would have to do something like inhumane in order for this not to work for you. But it's something about you always like you were never inhumane. You were always doing what you needed to do. You were protected. You had immortality. It's something about this year's summer, and I mean this year's winter through now, because we're in summer now. You were protected heavily during those times because you already were unlocking these patterns. You were already breaking these patterns. You already had some sort of knowledge. And it's like, I'm hearing like the last like year has been a very transformative year for you. Even if you've been on this path for a while, it's like there's new information that you've actually been discovering on this path from the past year that's actually sets you bounds and bounds ahead of these people, and they don't even understand how you've done it. You've actually just like you've solved more of your case than you realize. And now that it's like it's one of those things where this chain was on you from getting people to not believe you. It's like, again, like someone might have, it's, oh my, it's just glamour spells, but it's something about a truth spell that came out, like some sort of truth spell, or this glamour spell just immediately like just shattering because you have no connections to people in your past as well. But it's like your truth is being seen now. There's more questions being asked. You might have even like, for some of you, if you've been in a court situation, you might even be seeing like evidence coming out, or like people around the court case acting weird, people just being more helpful towards you, and that's because this glamour spell is breaking off. Whatever's been going on is going away. There's been a lot of people under the shit of this for a while, and the divine's been using you to almost clear these entities out and clearing this glamour spell off of people to show people who you really are. They might have said that you were lazy and you didn't work and you couldn't, you know, in X, Y, and Z, but it wasn't that. It was because of the spells people put on you. People might have put spells on you to keep you from getting a job, or from keeping you from having a stable income or a stable living situation as well, and that's just ending too. But it's something about a waiting period that you're needing to go through as well. But they know they messed up. With the Nine of Books reversed, someone did not have enough knowledge on this. Someone did not think about this very clearly. It's something about, and again, like, it's something about like a lineage or something, because it's, this person was really enlightened about who you were. Maybe they even, it's something about like, I don't know, if you were adopted, it's something about the adoption paper that you have. There's something written on there that really stands out and like made this person think. But there's a lot of information that's coming out, no longer about you, but about these other people, because people are starting to realize that everything that was said about you has just been a lie. You've always been different, and people have been under this glamour spell or just illusion from lies and rumors told about you that you were something else, and people are really starting to realize, no, you've always been this way. It's like you might have always been alone, but it wasn't because everyone hated you or you were an asshole to people. You just were always alone, and people were really starting to realize that now, like, oh, like, yeah, I remember so-and-so from school, you know, they had a lot of people that liked them, but they just didn't really hang around people. They just didn't, you know, everyone liked, you know, they didn't really have any enemies. You know, you were bullied by people, obviously, maybe not obviously, but, you know, for some of you, but it wasn't like everyone hated you. It was just you really didn't click with people, and people kind of just seen you as like an outsider, outcast energy almost. But they're seeing like, oh no, you were just really doing, you knew what you were supposed to be doing before even you were aware of it, or before like everyone else was knowing what they were supposed to do. It's like you knew about your calling, or you knew about what you wanted to do in life just before other people, which is fine. And everyone's starting to see that you were just on a different level than them. It had nothing to do with people hating you. It was just jealousy that was put over your life, because you never retaliate against people. You never like wanted to be an asshole to people. And even if you did like get used to get into fights and be mean to people, it was something about how you acted after the fact that really proved that you weren't like that. It was just like tension that was built up, and you know, there's no excuses. But again, it's like this Ace of Torches, all this effort, all this energy that's been sent to you is gone Something's being put to rest completely. Like, I feel like, again, someone could be like a painter or an author in your family as well, and they've been using like that type of skill to do something to you, because the story has to end. With the 4 books about to the 5 of books, it's something about the story ending. This person can no longer write in your book of life. This person can no longer write over your life anymore. This book is sealed the fuck off. You're the Queen of Pentacles because you've been putting in hard work. There's a lot of growth that you've been doing. There's a lot of prosperity that you're seeing around yourself and that you've been putting effort into. This shit's done. I don't care what this person can keep doing these spells to the day they actually die. Does not matter. It's not gonna affect you. It should not be, like, it's not you. That's them. Like, they're the person they're writing about. It's their energy, not yours. And you have every right to rebuke it. So if you don't want, you don't have to, like, keep it. You can rebuke it. It's not mean to rebuke something. To rebuke is to refuse. To rebuke is to not want. It's like, you can say no. I'm seeing the Lyrian card. No is yes for self-love. Like, just, it's something about you not wanting this energy in the first place, but you were almost in this mentality of like, well, I don't know what else to do. But now it's like, nah, I don't want this shit. Get the fuck away. And it's like that boundary is so firm and like placed in the ground that these people can't rip it up. No matter what, it doesn't even matter if like you had a straight up, like, you know, children with this person. If you don't want that person back, it's something about your boundaries. Like, I don't want you. I would rather just have my child. Like, I want to see my child, but I don't want to see you type energy. And if this is like a friend, like, yeah, we had fun times, you know, in the past, but I don't want to be your friend no more. We're done. Like, let me move on. This could be family. Like, yeah, we were family. That's cool. Like, thank you for raising me and teaching me lessons. Now leave. Because you're old enough to do that. And like, you have the ability to do that if you want. There's nothing wrong with it. And it's something about you doing that now, and your energy's really firm in this. And these people are like freaking out because there are so many people from your past. It's like, oh my god, like, who else could we get? Like, oh well, they blocked Jimmy, and they blocked Tabitha. They don't talk to Jim anymore. It's like you don't talk to anyone from your past. You're gone. You're ghosted. You ghosted everyone. You're done. Like, you're on a new path. You're meeting new people. You're in this whole new energy. These people can't do anything. We have badness upright, desire reverse. These people are going through hell and back. They don't get the desires. They're not getting what they wished for. Look at these entities that they summon, dude. All these fucking devils that they summon. They summon these fuckers of fire divination looking, you know, doing all sorts of shit. That's going back to them. Desires in reverse. All those entities are stuck to them. Not one is on you. With madness, all those faces in the sea with the moon. No, they're fucked. They're not, as they are stuck in this energy. We have the feathers and the wind. That's your ancestors. It's an ancestral war that's ending. You might have, I'm also picking up again, like, if you are adopted, you were placed in this family's lineage to almost serve them their karma for what happened to your ancestors. It's something about your ancestors having very strong beef, I'm gonna say it like that, with the family you were adopted with in their ancestral line. And it was something about them needing to get that, like, righteousness back, because it was some sort of land, some sort of property, some sort of, like, marriage I'm even seeing that was stole from you. Well, not stole from you, but stole from their lineage, that was supposed to be one of theirs, and you're the one that's taking it back. Just why no, and it's one of those things where no one wanted you to take it back, because, not being mean, but how they want to say is, but like, look at you. But we have 2 of books, solitude and shame and decay. These people, yeah, they made a decision to hang themselves. And it's like, I'm even seeing like the book of life and the book of the devil, like, you know what the book of the beast and the book of life. Even in this, is like they had a choice to make, and what they chose, they made a very soulless choice. And again, with the ancestries coming out, the shame and decay, like, their ancestors are melting away. Basically, their ancestors are being no more. Their lineage is getting cursed. Their lineage is completely cursed. Solitude is a horrible image to look at, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm just getting awful energy from that. It's like soul sucked. Someone's no longer... Again, it's vessel energy. These people aren't real. And I hate to say it like that, but everyone has a spirit, but not everyone has a soul. These are soulless people. They're husks. They don't have anything. They're not. That's what they are this lifetime. They were just a husk, a facade to keep you lost in this labyrinth, not knowing which way to go. But as well, like, you have infinite past. You weren't ever going to be stuck. I'm even hearing for some of you, like, even if these people did what they did, even if they succeeded in this mission of, like, keeping you alone and shit, and, like, you know, let's say, like, alternate reality energy, they successfully killed you, right, and you were gone. They would have got nothing. Still, they would not have got any gifts. They would have just had to live with their murder on their hands. It's something about a morality test for these people. Do you really deserve what your ancestors stole? No. Because you're going to have to live with this now. And then when you go in next lifetime and reincarnate, now your shit's going to be even worse. I'm hearing a kidnapping, and I don't like that energy. I don't like that energy at all. I don't want to... But something about a kidnapping came up. Like, I just feel like... Maybe this lifetime you were kidnapped, and if you were, my condolences. It's something about a past lifetime about being kidnapped as well. It's something about, like, a past life cycle that they really wanted you to be stuck in. And in order for that to go through, they needed to sell their soul and, like, become a husk. Be ruled over by the entities from the past life to put you in that position this life, because they wouldn't have been able to do it. They weren't strong enough on their own. They needed, like, the assistance of this entity that they summoned. And I'm hearing again, like, you already know, or you talked about him a minute ago, but I'm hearing bail. I mean, ball. I said bail. Someone might be wanting to get bailed out, but no, ball. You already know. I feel like that's just it, like, seriously. Yeah, chaos, knowledge reverse, the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, these people did not know. These people did not know that causing you chaos would put them at a Ten of Pentacles reverse. They are not getting any desires. This could even be about, like, a mansion or a big ass house that you're supposed to have, or, like, some sort of, like, foundation that you were supposed to, like, create to help people who went through similar things like you. They didn't know that by causing chaos to that nothing would work. It's about... They don't think they're 3D. They don't think about things ahead of time. They just do things for the short gratification. I'm also hearing a family member is trying to show you respect now. I would be careful about that, especially if you know this person's behind it, because it's something about, if I show them respect, will the punishment be easier? No. And again, I mean, this card just like, oh my god. I got the whole Mason, like, going into the abandoned tunnel energy from the Page of Torches. Like, someone knows this is like a prophecy that's gonna be fulfilled. Like, this is a prophecy that's going to be fulfilled. It's like, it does not matter what these people do, or like what ways they try and, like, distort something. This prophecy is set in stone. This is something that was made to happen. It's giving, like, because I was seeing it before as well, like the Palladian Council. It's something about, like, the Galactic Council really had to talk with your ancestors. Like, the divines and all of them were like, okay, so what are we doing with this? Like, how are we going to solve this? It's like, we need someone to go down and stop them from causing this chaos. Like, this is a whole band of thieves. This is an ancestral thievery group that they needed to shut down. Like, it's like an ancestral coven that kept through lifetimes and lifetimes would fuck over people. And it's like, it needs to end. So it's starting to end with the Age of Aquarius. It was a perfectly thought out plan. And your ancestors fought so many eons and lifetimes just for the Age of Aquarius to roll around. And so all this shit could come out. It's like, that's why there's been so much trauma. The trauma just isn't from the abuse, the murders, whatever's happened to your ancestors. The trauma was from purposely putting themselves in that position, knowing this was going to happen, for the hopes and sakes for you to complete this mission. And it's like you've really outdone yourself, because they had faith in you the whole time, but you have free will. And that's something that they really had to accept, is that you have free will, and if you want to jump off, you can. But you haven't jumped off. You've stayed on board no matter how hard it got. And it's like I'm about to cry, honestly. It's a redemption that it's like a golden light. I'm just feeling a golden light around me. It's just beautiful. It's redemption. It doesn't matter like how far in life you get. It's the fact that your ancestors are redeemed. And it's like that's all they wanted, was to be redeemed. The Ace of Books reverse, because they're no longer bound. I'm not even kidding, because with the Ace of Books, it's like look how awful that book looks. There's goo running from it. It's all locked up. In reverse, it's gone. You're no longer bound. You're not bound to that shit. Your ancestor lineage is free, and my heart chakra is like busting open when I say that. Like there's something like these chains and shackles are gone. You're no longer a slave to this manipulation. And it's like again, like someone's been studying and watching this go down. And like with the specter in the background, it's like I don't know. It's like they did the wrong thing, like the wrong lifetime. It's the wrong lifetime. I mean, I'm hearing someone say they should have went harder on you while it was still the age of Pisces. Like these people are thinking what they did wrong. Like they're just looking back and seeing what they did wrong, and it's like, oh, we should have done this instead, or oh, I told you we should have done. It's like, no, like why are you thinking like that? You could redeem yourself a little bit. Like damn, crazy ass. The fuck? They're gonna get it though. They're gonna get like I'm here. Like I cannot. Yeah, they can't change this. There's no changing it. They don't have control. It's no changing it. But I swear, I literally seen while in meditation, I seen this feminine energy. They are sick as hell. They like, I'm not trying to like scare no one, you know, I'm just saying what I gotta say, but there is a feminine energy that's like not that far away from knocking on death's door. Because not only of this shit, like their health is so bad, like I'm seeing it, and they've been behind so much of this shit. And it's like they're next, because you chose for your son to be the sacrifice, or your daughter to be the sacrifice, because they're the firstborn. Mostly firstborn male, firstborn female. Sometimes we're not jumping into that. Okay, that's a for y'all that know, that's for that. But it's like you chose and you sacrifice. It's like this person sacrificed the firstborn male of your family or your adopted family. And now they have to sacrifice not only themselves, but also their child. And the child has to go through everything. Maybe your mother died before your father. My condolences if that happened. But that's what's going to happen to this family member, is their mother's going to die before their father. And they're going to have to go through that whole issue. It's something about the father and son relationship in your family just not going good. It's something about the father and offspring relationship, even if it's not a son. It's something about the father and the offspring situation just not being a good one. Like the father's always been a little head heavy, and you've been like, you know what I mean? Like there's just not been a very, very stable relationship in that situation. But it's something about the traumas that you went through because of that issue. They're gonna have to go through it too, and it's just awful. Like I don't like that energy. That's why we don't fuck with shit like this. But that's just bad juju all over it. Like, you know, that's what I mean. That there's no changing that though. Like that's what's written. Like you sign these contracts thinking that something's gonna work, without even realizing. Yeah. No, they are not smart at all. They cannot think straight. They know that we have science, the Queen of Books, sins of the ancestors, and the King of Books reverse. These people are not, like, they do not have ancestral support. Because their ancestors aren't wanting to keep this whole thievery shit going. Their ancestors want them to stop and rebuke that shit and to move on. They want like what you have, and the ancestors are like, if you just work with this person and be nice with them, that you can have it too. Like there's no need to steal. We learned that lesson. We don't need to steal anymore. We can co-create. We can cooperate. It doesn't matter if we're dark and they're light. We can work together. But now they're the queen. They didn't do that. They didn't think clearly with the King of Books. This person threw all the logic out the window. They are in a tower moment. They have the sins of the ancestors. Their ancestors are cursed. Their whole lineage is cursed again for another lifetime. God forbid this child, like, God forbid that their child has a child. That ain't gonna look too pretty. God forbid anyone in this kerfuffle of energy having a child or has a child, because shit's gonna happen to that child that's not gonna be fun, and it's all because of that parent. And like that's how generational curses happen. This is how generational curses happen. Understand that. Okay, if you're thinking about going off doing black magic on someone because they wear pink shoes and you wear blue shoes, you'll cause an ancestral curse, a generational curse like this. Okay, understand. Don't do that shit, because it fucks you up and it fucks your child up, because it sticks in your DNA. It's your energy, it's your DNA, it's who you are, it's what you're made of. It's gonna go off to your offspring, because your offspring is just part of you. There's no separation. Understand that. Someone thought they had all the knowledge they needed. Someone thought they had all the information about you locked up and tight. They thought they had control over this experiment. No, it's gone left. It's God's experiment. It's the universe's experiment. It ain't yours. You do what you want. You know? You're the hypothesis. Your life is the experiment, but you yourself are the hypothesis. What if I do this? Oh, then you're going to get that. Like, come on. Six of Pentacles reversed. No one's gonna, like, they're not gonna be, like, no, they're not being helped. They are not being helped. 8 of Torches reversed. 9 of Pentacles reversed. No, this is falling apart awful. Someone, like, they are either getting a negative message or their life is put at a halt. There is something that's not going their way at all. Someone, like, people are scattering. It's not good. It's not good. I don't know. I'm just seeing emails being sent back and forth. Like, it's just awful. But I also need to point this out too. Because I know the crush washers be around. The reason this information comes out more and more is because you keep denying something. You keep saying that, oh, like, you know, collective doesn't know this, or, oh, we can keep doing these things. The more you do it, the more the divine gives the messengers permission to speak on it, the more information we actually get. I need you to know that. It's not a one-sided thing. The more you do, the more we do. The more we get, you know? So it doesn't matter what you're doing. We're going to get it. We're going to get deeper information. We're going to literally heal the ancestral lineage even more. Like, that's just how God is. God lets you do whatever you want, but God also, like, it's the exchange. So, like, you should just probably quit. Like, there's no need to go on any further. Like, just relax. Like, you can't. It's okay. Just lay the pitchforks down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take these and put this up. Yeah. No, they don't want to see the truth though. With the mirror reverse, they can't deflect anything on you anymore. Yeah, the Page of Books, the 3 of Beakers, the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Whatever these people planned and tried to plot on your life, these people that work together to celebrate on your downfall, that's just going back to them. You're going to celebrate, but not because of their downfall. You're going to celebrate and they're going to be downfalling. You don't get off on seeing people get hurt. You don't get off on seeing people's lives get ruined. You don't even want to hear these people's lives get ruined, but you know, like, what has to happen type energy, right? These people did this to you and thought it was funny and like, oh, we're tearing someone's life apart and then no one's gonna care and we can live our lavish lives. These people are nobodies. Like, they don't have their own energy. They have other people's energy. They don't even know who they really are. They're just doing things because, oh, I seen this on TV, or, oh, I heard we could do magic to do this. Like, no, like, just do your own shit. Bitch, you were here to create magic. You are magic just being here. Understand that. Like, you could at least do something better. Like, come on. We talk about it all the time on this channel. These demons and entities do not like you. They would rather tear your life apart than see you thrive, because it's like, damn, you're really ruining your life, which is gonna ruin my life. Yeah. But they were strategizing and planning to steal your love and your blessings. Again, I'm telling you, it's right here. They were strategizing to steal your love and your blessings, and being overindulgent and getting help from people based off of a promise that if they could tear you down, they would get what you have. Good news, this adventure has only caused them conflict in jail time. Good news, they don't have nothing. Whatever they planned and did has them in conflict and bound to this shit. Someone, again, like jail time could even be involved, because just getting information about you and like slandering you and shit. Like, especially if you have a business or something and someone's going around slandering your business, that's like, you can go to jail for that. And it's like people making false reports on you, or someone saying that you're doing XYZ when you're not, and reporting that. It's like anonymous reports and shit like that. Like, you know, like if that's been happening to you, like, good news, you're not affected by it. They're stuck to that shit because there's evidence. People are waking up because there's evidence coming out. People are seeing that these people rejected you. It's like, why are you talking shit why are these friends talking shit about Collective if they rejected Collective? What does that make sense? Like, we know that you don't reject anyone. You allow anyone to come in your life. You have your door open. You are an open door. You love people. That is who you are. You love people. You love meeting people. You might be a little bit reserved and hermited, which is fine, but you like meeting people, you know? Like, you like seeing people who, like let me raise your vibration a bit. Like, you love doing that. That's like how you are every day. So these people are like, why did Collective reject you? And second of all, if they were going to believe that you rejected someone, why you? Why are you rejecting someone? That says a lot. That says too much, almost. Like, oh, Collective rejected you? What's wrong with you then? Because Collective don't reject no one. They just see you being relaxed, though. Everyone sees you relaxed, and everyone's like trying to protest. Like, again, like, there's just attention. There's so much attention on these people. They wanted the attention. It's like, damn. Yeah, these bullies that tried to rob you for profit, they're pissed off because their schedules aren't working. These people are stubborn. It's about, these people are just so selfish, dude. It's awful. Oh, man. Hold on. I gotta look that up. What is this? What is this? The Crown Chakra, okay. Yeah, it's again like the Crown Chakra. Thank you, Spirit. I was getting confused. Oh, yeah, but you're living and learning. These people are learning a lot because there's memories coming out. You could even be getting a lot of memories coming back from childhood as well. Maybe these could even be like memories of like paranormal activity happening in your house, or like spell work done on you in your house, or things of that nature. You might be getting these memories back as well. But regardless, people are starting to like people are learning that everyone came up together just to cause you disturbances so that you wouldn't have stability. It's really like that gross. A lot of people are seeing that everyone has just been wearing a mask around you. Yeah, confession. Someone might be confessing this as well. Someone might be throwing people under the bus as well. And like, just they can't do it anymore. They're overloaded as fuck. But that's okay, because this is justice. This person who might be talking and squeaking like a bird, this is justice. You know, that's what they get. You gonna trust the same ratty ass people that you embody, that like you're embodying the same energy as everyone else. You would throw a nice person under the bridge, so you would definitely throw one of them under the bridge. So why are you teaming up with people like that? That's like the dumbest thing ever. You're teaming up with people who don't even care about you. They would throw you under the bus just to get more of the cake. Like, that's what you get. Like, that's what you get. Learn your lesson. Understand. Be better people. Just be better people. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. It's really not it's not a hard thing to be a good person. It's not. It's really not. But people know that you're going to have good dreams. I mean, someone was giving someone was like giving advice on how to create illusions over your life, or someone was getting advice from a religious figure on how to make illusions come over your life, but you love yourself and you have, yeah. But they couldn't because you love yourself. Someone sees that you're comfortable and satisfied with your life. These again, like these people failed. They got what they wanted, but they're trapped. They got what they wanted, you know? It's not happening to you, but it's happening to them. They got what they wanted. That demise, that I mean, look, yeah, they got, that's the blessing, you know? That's the fulfillment. They're enlightened that they've ended up robbing themselves, and now they're scared because there's an ending. There's permanent endings happening. This shit's not going on no more. Who's on the split? Yeah, because you're a sweetheart, and you persevered through this magic. You persevered. This was fate it was fate for you to persevere through this magic. Oh my god, I can't even hold the cards up. But it was fate for you to persevere and move through this magic. You were not supposed to be alone forever. You're not supposed to be alone and not have anyone that around you forever. And you know, it's okay to like, listen, me, I love being a hermit. I really do. But you're not supposed to be like isolated from the entire world. You know what I mean? Like, there are people that are supposed to be in your life. You know? And that doesn't mean they have to be like buddy. They don't have to be like next to you 24/7, but there's people that are supposed to be in your life to help you out in areas that you can't help yourself in. You know what I mean? And these people wanted to keep that type of energy away from you because they knew how easy it would be for you to get that. They wanted your life to be harder. They knew like the power that you have to gravitate people towards you is beautiful. But you, like, it's something about the moon, like seeing the truth. But this is a cycle of growth that you are in with the moon. Like, you are good. You are safe. There is something about you being masked as well. They were trying to cast an illusion over your life, and they're starting to find out that you were the illusion. You're not supposed to be here, is how I'm picking it up. In like a really good way though. Like, yeah, you're not supposed to be in this situation, but you're not really supposed to be here. You're supposed to be with spirit. You know what I mean? And these people really wanted you to be stuck on this 3D basis of, oh, everything's going this way and logical. The star, the moon and the star, I'm telling you, you're supposed to be with spirit. The celestials are with you heavily. Justice and humility. Luck is on your side with the star. You are the truth. You are the celestial being. You're not from here. You're not supposed to be here. You're here on your own accord. You're here to fulfill a mission, and that mission's going to be fulfilled whether these people want to or not. And that thing is, people think it's like so weird because your mission has nothing to do with these people, but they came on your path because of all this magic done over your life. So then it's like, oh, well, just, if you want to be a part of this mission, you can either be on the side that helps me or the side that's going to go down the shitter. What do you choose? You want to be on the side that goes down the shitter. Cool. Stay on the shitter side. That's your choice, honey. Like, that's what they wanted to do. Who else wants to come out? I swear, if the sun comes out, I'm done. Justice comes out, I'm even more done. All is well, and you're on your way back to the right path. You're on your way back to the right path, baby. Justice is being served. I'm telling you. It's something about your intention. You don't mean to hurt people. Like, listen, everyone's gonna get hurt. People get hurt all the time with words, with actions, however. You don't want to hurt anyone though. You're not trying to hurt someone. You're not trying to be mean. You're doing what you do out of love. That's why you get justice, because you're not out beating people up. You're just out like, hey, you shouldn't do that, and that makes someone mad. Like, you are justice. It's something about, like, this is why you're here, baby. You're the star. You're the hidden star, the moon to the star. You're the hidden star. You're the star that no one expected, the one that everyone needed but not everyone knew of. You know, everyone wants someone like you. Everyone wants to be in your energy. Everyone wants to have the divine protection. Everyone wants to have the faith that you have. So here you are showing people, hey, you can do this. You can have the faith. You can have the protection. You can have the love. You can have this energy. But you got to do the work. You are the example setter. You're the trend setter. You're the one that does the work. You move it. You move the shit. No one else can move it but you. You know? You're the only one that really knows how to. I mean, we all know how to. Let's be real. We all know how to. But you're the only one doing it. And you doing it puts people on their own path. And it's like you're really bringing the vibration up, whether you want to believe it or not. With the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune, I love that. I'm going to get one more card. I'm going to take the bottom. With the Chariot, okay. It's, again, it's something about your path. And the crown chakra's coming up again, which is beautiful. You're teaching people how to be flexible again. You're teaching people really what Spirit's all about. And it's like, I'm even getting like, it's something about the way you talk. Your energy is just out of the world. Like with the Chariot, even you transcend divine grace in life. It's like, it's something about literally just, it's just you. I can't even pinpoint it. It's just you, which is good. It's good that I can't pinpoint it because there's so many things. It's so many things that are about you that really prove that the divine's with you. It could be like your age. You don't look your age. You don't sound your age. You don't think like people around your age. When I was your age, I didn't do this, type of that matter. You know what I mean? It's like you really do prove the divine's around people. And even the people that have a lot of faith, you still prove it's like, damn, the divine is still out here doing this shit. I love to see it. It's like you really reinstate. You push, you like titanium like energy. And you titanium like shift these people in. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And it's like for the religious people, you're kind of showing the religious people as well, like that their views are just, for lack of a better term, just outdated and like not the best. Like they're very fear-based, and you're showing people how fear-based they let their life be run. Yeah, with the Six of Swords and the Devil, the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords reverse. You chose to leave the physical. You chose to leave attachments. You chose to unbind yourself so that you could have peace. You don't need to be struggling with, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. And it's like, it's just, you make the ignorant really look ignorant with the Nine of Wands because you take the path that's taken. You are like, it's like Christians or however they go around like, oh, I'm a Christian, oh, look at me. And then here you are actually doing what God, what it says to do in the Bible, and all, you do it, but you don't even have to talk about it. It's just what you do. And everyone else kind of like scoffs and looks at you differently, but it's because they don't know who God is. They don't. They know the description of what God is, but they don't have a connection with God. And that sucks to hear for a lot of people, but that's just the truth. I'm here to tell you. A lot of people don't know God because they still operate off of that fear-based mentality. God is not fear. The devil is the fear. And if you're going to claim that you're holier than thou, but you're scared as shit, you're not holier than thou. And you shouldn't even be saying that in the first place. Like, let's get real, okay? We have the Empress, the King of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Again, you make good choices in life, Empress. Again, like, look at that shine. No one can compete to you. Look at that shine. No one can compete. No one can compete. You are faceless. You are the soul. You are the spirit and the soul. You are what is all to exist. The King of Pentacles and the Lovers. It's about your choice. The choices you make. Your mind is beautiful. You're so protected. Your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, you're so perceptive. And whenever you make choices, it's not from like yeah, you use logic, but you also listen to your intuition. And you're letting your intuition kind of like run your life. And it's showing people that that's a better way to be. And as well, like, going back to, like, the whole, like, not the shit on religion, but I'm just trying to break that shell off people as well. But people who are really religious think the intuition is satanic or, like, the devil for some reason. I've noticed that. Or they think it's just bad. Baby, the intuition is the same thing as God. You're allowing something that you cannot see to guide your life and to rule you. It's the same energy. It's the same energy. So why are you saying that intuition's bad, but you can, you know what I mean? We're not getting into it because it's very, like, it's so, like, dumb to even talk about. It doesn't make any sense because you can pull off any type, you know, I'm not getting into it, but it's just, it's like you're using the same logic, just different terminology, and the terminology is what make people mad, because words are what separate people. It's not about the words, it's about the energy, and people are so focused on how words are, which is why they're stuck. You know, the Tower and Judgment Reverse. Yeah, the Tower moment is the big sudden change, the big reveal, the curtain flowing off. Is you're making people look at themselves differently. Judgment Reverse is like a reflection of self, not listening to your inner callings, not listening to what you are and what you want to do, you know? And you're showing that to people. It's like, hey, it's okay to do what you want to do. It's okay to believe what you want to believe, but are you really happy? You know? The quote-unquote sacrifice of life is not being sad all the time and not being able to do certain things. The sacrifice of life is just learning how to let things go and learning how to bring new things in. Because that's the biggest sacrifice, is to let something go. But you have to learn how to. With the Hermit Reverse and the Five of Pentacles. But it's no surprise. It's not even a surprise. The cat's out of the bag that you're in this Five of Pentacles. Like, yeah. Like, it's known why you've been kind of outside all the time. It's known, like, you... Like, I'm just hearing power is not with numbers. It's just... It's so funny because you're tearing the Matrix apart. You're tearing the Matrix apart. And it's starting to piss people. It's been pissing people off, but I'm getting, like, a really, like... very big, bold, frowny face. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's an extremely bold, frowny face. A very unhappy face is how a lot of people are looking at you for doing this, because it's like, damn, like, I hate this, but it's like really funny because it's the Matrix. Because it's not like they're mad at you. It's like, damn it, I can't even, like, it's the Matrix falling apart. Like, you've already gone through that frowny face stage. You're on the smiley face stage. Like, you're gone. Like, the sad squirrel and the happy squirrel. Thank you, Spirit. Like, you're happy squirrel and there's sad squirrel and there's sad squirrel energy. And it's like, damn. No, but it's like, it's beautiful though, because it's a very enlightening energy. Like, you're waking up those that were stuck with the High Priestess Reverse. Like, these people were stuck. The Chariot Reverse, yeah, they didn't know what to do, but you're allowing them to free themselves. You're allowing people to really see how free they can be. There's just, yeah, but it's because of your sacrifice, the betrayals you've had to go through, the lack of support, the rumors, the gossip, I'm gonna be full on transparent, the lack for better words, the celebrity treatment. Whenever you see a celebrity up and coming, they get this same shit too. They get that same shit too. A lot of celebrity, and not to go back to 3D, but like a lot of people that are like well known, they get shit on. They get shit on 24/7. I'm just saying, if you have that many people dog talking you, honey, you're doing something. Alright? And if your intentions are pure and loving, oh baby, you're doing it right. And you just got a bunch of fans running around. Like, you just got a bunch of like copycat fans. They want to be you. That's your fan base right there, child. That's the starting of your fan base. You gotta have a few haters before you have a few lovers, you know what I mean? You gotta have those that like despise the fuck out of you to bring that attention to you. That's the only way. Because in this world, hate brings more attention than love, which is sad to say. But God does a really funny thing where he makes your haters blow you the fuck up because, oh, you want to hate someone? Fine, you can make everyone hate them, but look how many eyes are on them and look how many eyes are on you. Hands up. Learn how to play the game if you're going to play the game. You know what I mean? Learn how to play these funny little games if you're going to play them. Eight of Swords, though, because they stuck. They're stuck. Like, people are just stuck. Like, you had to go through this phase. It's just like, that's how it is. They have to go through it now. If they really want to be famous, they got to go through it, you know? No one's 100%, you know, pure. Everyone's made mistakes in their life, but we've all learned from them. So it's not like this person can't come back. They just need to, like, do better. Well, I mean, maybe in the next lifetime type energy for some. Excuse me for that, but maybe in the next lifetime for some of them. But you know, there's always another chance. Just different lifetime, honey. Just do better. But that's the truth. The truth is, you've come back into union with yourself. You found out who you were again, and you started to love yourself. We have the Emperor and the Two of Wands and the Ace. Ooh, baby. Yeah, I like that. But there is a lot of justice coming towards you. You have your power. You're on your path of power again. Your path of righteousness. With the Emperor and the Ace of Swords coming out, that's the path of righteousness right there. I'm feeling that fully. Like that, this is like we've, you know what I mean? You've already gone through your, well, we've already, I'm going to say we this time. We've already gone through the bullshit hazing, the rewriting ourselves, remembering, like, figuring out what we want to do and who we are. And now it's really just time to live that shit out. It's really time to just be like, you know what, I'm done, like, being around XYZ. It's time to really, like, flesh out and do what I want. And it's, like, it's time for that. Your cocoon phase is over. And I say that, and time is on the bottom of this deck. I'm telling you, with grounded on the split. But what's going on, Spirit? What else do you want us to know? What else could we be aware of? What else be going on? Yeah. Your boundaries are locked tight. Your boundaries were the key to the situation. You bound this shit. And like, okay, I'm getting two messages. There could be a need to ground your emotions, or there could be like you've been grounded in your emotions. You're no longer afraid to be who you are. Maybe you cry a lot. Who cares? You just cry a lot. That's okay. You purge a lot of energies off your body. You know, maybe you're really giggly and happy. Beautiful. Do what you got to do. You're no longer letting your emotions, the way your body, who you're made of, what you're made of, like, steer you the wrong way or make you feel like unwanted or ungrounded. You're really starting to like find yourself again, which is beautiful. And it's giving like an inner child revival. It's like who you were as a child, that love, that energy, that childlike like joy is coming back in certain areas of your life, and you're no longer afraid to really put yourself back out there. And it's really, you're like, it's even giving like a connection energy, like you're connecting back with what really brought you, like, damn, yeah, you're just like, I don't know, it's just you're really getting back in your roots again. You're really tying the final knot is how I'm hearing it. We have trust, death, power, and guides. Yeah, just like your guides have been around you heavily, and it's like you've trusted this rebirth. You've trusted the endings you had to go through, and you're being guided to your power. You're being shown your power. You've put in a lot of trust with the divine, and that's the message they really want you to know is like your ancestors, the divine, your guides, they're really happy because you've trusted them. But there's a time not to lose your focus. You focused on your growth, and and just keep working on your shadow. It doesn't need to be like an everyday thing where every day you're working on your shadow and every day you're doing this and that. Do what makes you feel comfortable is what you're figuring out. but you're focusing on your growth. You're focusing on what can I do to feel better today, because every day you grow, and it's about like showing gratitude. You're showing more gratitude in your life, maybe like you're just really, yeah, new life. That's it. The divine really wants to know you're on your new life energy, and this is the light, something you're manifesting with psychic. I'm feeling the veil is being lifted. You have a lot more influence over this realm than you realize. And maybe you're starting to realize that. And it's like, so what all can I do here? What all do I have energy over? You know what I mean? It's beautiful. But that's what I'm getting. There you are. Yeah, I'll get all three of you. Alright, I'm gonna put these up real quick, and then I'm gonna get the other things for y'all. But that's the basic reading, and we're gonna go jump into the angels. But this cycle's like, this is awful. For those people, it's awful. For you, it's like a blessing, honestly. Well, there's a blessing coming. I shouldn't say the situation's a blessing, but I mean it is, but not what's gonna happen to these people. But with these Lyrians come through, because you all were kind of poking out earlier. So who's popping through with the Lyrians? What do y'all want? Oh my lord. I'm gonna shuffle 3 more times, Lyrians, since you're not talking today. Okay. Every time. I'm telling you, every time. But we have Middle Earth Dragons, Mind Opening, Grounding, and Shamanic Rituals. We have Stargate Initiation, Portals, Power Spot, Get Outdoors. We have Planetary Cycles, Closing Cycles, Completion, and Moving Forward. Boundaries, no, that was the card I was talking about earlier. Boundaries, no is yes to self-love. I'm telling you, they want you to know that you are good with your boundaries. These people who come up and like, oh, you have to do this. No, you don't, dummy. You don't gotta do shit. I don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? And that's what you're like, stepping in the energy of like, I really don't have to do what you say. I don't care. That is your opinion. I'm glad for you to have an opinion. That's your opinion. That's not for me. What is for me is what I'm doing. And if I felt like I need to do anything different, I would do it different. And that's your boundary. That's the boundary of self-love right there. Is by not letting other people stir up your energy and, oh, you need to do this, you need to come over here. No, I'm going to stay over here. I'm going to be over here. I want to stand on the second block. I don't want to stand on the third block. Let me stand on the second one. I can do that. No one's standing here. I want to stand here type energy. And that's what you're doing. You're standing where you want to stand. Nothing wrong with that. If someone has an issue with it, that's their problem because they're making an issue out of it. Synchronicity. Miracles let loose in recognition. And peaceful reunions. Reunions bring healing. This could be soul family. This could be with yourself. This could just be with people that you've just been wanting to talk to again, that you just kind of like pooped away from for a while. But these reunions are bringing you healing and really opening up your eyes to new things. And that's just how it be. And we love that. Let's see what the angels want to say, the angel prayer deck. And then we're going to move on to the angel tarot. You guys flopped out. Okay, you want to come up too. Cool. Alright. So we have study and learning. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. The peaceful warrior, Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me to stand my ground with peace. Healthy choices. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. The miracle of forgiveness, Archangel Jeremiel. Thank you, Jeremiel, for helping me to understand the process of forgiveness. Trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. Manifesting miracles, Archangel Orion. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. I love seeing Orion. I haven't seen Orion in a minute. We have live your joy. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. Always a good one. Peace and harmony with Archangel Raguel. Thank you, Raguel, for surrounding my life in a harmonious light. That probably was the energy I was feeling as well as Raguel's energy earlier. So that's interesting. Thank you, Raguel. We have clear your vibes with Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. And last but not least, Archangel Michael, with you are protected. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me in your protective light. I always smile and laugh when Michael comes up. I can't help myself. It is just like, I don't know. Y'all know. Some of y'all probably get that same feeling when Michael comes up. I'm telling you. It's just something about Michael's energy that really like seals the deal with certain things. And it's just very beautiful. But we're going to jump into the Angel Tarot. See who else wants to come out. Any of the other 72. And what else, like, you know, just what's going on. Protections. Who's coming up. So angels come through 7 times. Y'all know the deal. Oh my lord. Are you serious? Okay. I said, okay. I'll take it, I guess. I was about to like, are you sure? And I immediately heard yes, so I guess it's there. But we have Hakamiya, the raising god, loyalty, deliverance from those who seek to oppress and brings victory. Umabel, god above all names elevated, affinity and friendship obtains the friendship of anyone. Ayahel, god the highest being, desire to know the acquisition of wisdom. Luaya, the swiftly hearkening god, fruition, provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. Habuhaya, the kindest giver, healing, preserves health, and cures diseases. Arael, the revealing god, perception and revelation, discovers hidden treasures and reveals secrets of nature. Ayuaya, the omniscient god, submission to higher order, identifies traitors and destroys their plans. Ibamiya, god, the word of God creating all, alchemy and transformation, rules natural events and helps with spiritual progress. Veulaya, god, king and ruler, prosperity, destruction of the enemy and deliverance from bondage. Saaya, god who took evil, longevity, protects against infirmities. Ooh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. For the cross, okay, yeah, I mean, shit. Gabriel, God is my strength, divine revelation, reveals messages, has the power to destroy. And that's followed by Uriel. And that's why I was saying, uh-oh, because someone's being told that they are being kicked out. They done. Like, someone's done. Like, this is the message that was like, hey, wake up. This is that type of message. Because y'all know about Uriel, the cherubim that was set at the Garden of Eden, kicked out Adam and Eve. So it's gone. Like, this is like, hey, you done fucked up type energy. Anyway, Uriel, fire of God, disruption, warns of disasters, aids and transformation. Like, damn. They just gave, that was just an intense energy. Nithael, God, the King of Heaven, rejuvenation, obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. And Akaya, the forbearing God, patience, reveals secrets of nature and spreads knowledge to industry. But that is the message. Thank you all the angels that came through. Thank you to the Lyrians as well. And thank you, Collective, for being here for this message, and just for healing and growing and staying on this path, no matter how treacherous it's been. If you're wanting a reading, sigils, anything I offer, one of the books I have, feel free to hit the order form or my email in the description. Regardless of that, thank you for all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations. It all means the world to me. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart, to the moon and back, tenfold and forever, and I will see you later.